Welcome to Season 4 of the Michigan State Spartans rebuild. We're trying to build Michigan State back up to a national champion. The last 3 years have not gone good on the field. 3-9, 3 straight seasons. Although we improved overall-wise last year, we didn't improve in our record. So the goal is to be able to do that today. We've had 3 top 25 recruiting classes. This past season's was 18th overall. We got 10 4-stars. We had a really, really good class. Obviously, they're not going to make an impact right now, but we need to start winning games to improve on our coach prestige and pro potential and improve on just about everything. We need it to happen very, very soon. I haven't taken a look at the training results, so we're going to look at that right now. Let's see what we're working with overall-wise. We are bumped up yet again, and holy shit. Nick Marsh is a 95 overall, as well as Randy Talcott. We're up to an 86 overall, 87 offense, 86 defense. We are going up. I know this isn't including any of the rookies that we have, so I don't know why it's not doing that, but the players from last year, Dennis Lasko is up to an 80 overall right now. He'll most likely be our starter yet again. He threw for a lot of yards last year. Jamerson Simons didn't go up too much, so I'm definitely worried about that. Running backs are not our strong suit right now. I was hoping to get a little bit more out of him, so we're going to have to be focused on a passing attack this year. Receivers upgrading. Nick Marsh is a 95 and Isaiah Johnson, both of them heading into their senior year. 82 overall for him. Opara is a 77. He didn't get a ton of work, but he will in the next coming years. Tight end Ventura is up to an 88 overall, and George Thorne is up to an 82, so that's huge. Our offensive line is looking really, really good with a lot of good backups, too. Randy Talcott up to a 95 overall. Rakeem Johnson's up to an 89 with a backup even at 84. Center's at 85, so could use a little bit of an upgrade there. 88 for Ray Brewer. 80 for our right tackle, Lanuski, so I might need to move somebody around and get a better right tackle. Our ends are not looking super good, so maybe that's something I needed to take a look at. Left end, Denton Burns. Our right ends are looking really good. Our defensive tackles are pretty damn good. Our 5-star Evan Kuberski's up to an 87, along with a sophomore Ralph Campbell up to an 88. And we have 80. Our defensive tackles are crazy, and I think we signed some really good ones in this past recruiting class as well. Linebackers, we got Rafael Longo is going to be our starting left outside linebacker. We got a couple in the 80s. We got some big holes to fill in middle linebacker. We need big middle linebackers in the future. I know we signed a couple decent ones, but Donahue is going to be our middle linebacker, taking over for Poe last year. And then Pretzloff, who's been having some really good years here, is at an 85, and Radigan not too far behind. Cornerbacks, we got up Justin Dennison up to an 87, Jalen Thompson 82. Not great. We want him a little bit higher, but not terrible either. Free safety Hakeem Jackson into his junior redshirted year, 86. 87 for Brandon Lewis in his senior year. Our kicker is at a 75, so that's nice. And our new punter, starting out this year, we finally move on from Ryan Eckley, is now Markel Streeter up at a 70 overall. Looking through so far, we actually have some decent interest from a couple players, most notably the 4th overall player, Jimmy Agnew, a 5-star running back who's second. He's from Michigan, so we're going to make a huge push to try to get him. We got some good 4-stars. We're going to start setting up the board. So far, this seems to be a very stacked class. I went for a ton of 5s and 4s to start. I want to see where we stand on these guys. With my strategy that I had last time, I have no issue getting 3 stars. So getting as many 4-stars early, I think, is going to be important. I think I know exactly what I'm going to be able to do. We're going to have to back out of ones that we think we're not going to get right away. So let's see what happens. We'll back out of some and work on some others. Let's look at the schedule for this year. We start off at home versus Notre Dame. So we had a home and home. We play Wisconsin at home and Central Michigan at home 3 weeks in a row. We have a bye week. Then we travel to Tennessee. That'll be a fun one. Then we have our next bye. Then we're home against Rutgers. Then we go on the road for 4 games in a row at Purdue, at Penn State, at Ohio State, and at Northwestern. Then we're home against current number 1 Michigan. We play Indiana and at Washington. So currently there's only 3 ranked opponents once again, but we have a better team this year yet again. We've been 3-9 the last 3 seasons. That should not happen again. It cannot with an 87 overall team. I would imagine that's up there for some of the better overalls. Let's see if we can win half of our games this year. I wouldn't be surprised if we win more. I also, at this point, wouldn't be surprised if we win less. So we just gotta see what happens. We're actually off to a really, really good start. Now, it's not gonna last, but we're first, second for a couple 5 stars, and first for a couple 4 stars as well. Once again, not gonna last, but we put some hours into those that we liked for now, and we're gonna keep these guys and see how it goes. And like I said, 3 stars, and we can add always some more 4 stars later. I think I've kind of got this figured out now, and let's see what happens. Well, last year's game was an absolute shootout, and we won to start the year. Let's see if we can do the same. We start off with a touchdown. Close game so far. We're going to go down and make it close. And we are going to lead, it looks like at halftime. We're looking good. 31-16, 34-16. Come on, hold on, fellas. Notre Dame scores. We go down and score. Score again. And we're going to beat Notre Dame back-to-back to start 48 points. Huge start to the season yet again. But I feel good about this one this time. What a start for Mr. Dennis Lasco. 26 for 35 for 397, 5 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Rushing, Jamerson Simons is looking to make a difference, but we actually used a couple different backs. Landry Mahoney got some snaps, and it looks like Simons might be hurt. I think that's what that means. And then Leo Sabry got a few snaps as well. Receiving, our tight end Thomas Ventura went crazy. Nick Marsh, our 95 overall, didn't do a ton. Isaiah Johnson didn't do a ton. Ronald Oprah had a good game. I'm happy with what we have here. Evan Kuberski, Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week. 1 sack, 2 tackles for loss. We love to see that from our 5-star player. I don't want to jump the gun. I know we're going to lose some of these, but we are currently in first for just about every player that we're going after. We'll see what happens. I don't have any hours to spend anyways. We're just going to stick with these guys. Maybe let's give up on Earl McCracken because we actually have 2 running backs that we're in on. So let's give up on Earl McCracken and spend it on scouting a few other guys. Yeah, man, I don't know. This better not happen again. Wisconsin is ranked, I know, but we lost again, man. Lasco, pretty decent game from him. Mahoney is now our starting running back. I'm guessing Simons got hurt. Marsh and Ventura with big games yet again. As of right now, no one else on our schedule is ranked other than Michigan. We just got to start winning some games. That's kind of crazy. We're actually on Heisman watch for Nick Marsh, which would be pretty damn cool. Arch Manning is on LSU right now. What the fuck? First. All right. We better not lose to Central Michigan. Early touchdown for us. We're going to go down and score again. I'm liking the start here. Yeah, we're killing them. This is how it should go. We're actually, wow, we are absolutely murdering Central Michigan. I mean, what a statement game. We probably took some starters out towards the end. 35-3. We love to see it. Lasco, 26 for 35, 328, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Rushing, Mahoney had an okay game. Receiving, Nick Marsh had a pretty good game, 8 for 76 and a touchdown. Isaiah Johnson is playing some really good football. He's up to an 86 overall, 7 for 102 and a touchdown. 3 sacks for Ralph Campbell this week and a tackle for loss. I would imagine he's probably the player of the week. First. Yeah, the problem is with a lot of these guys, it's probably going to take a long time for them to commit. So we're going to have to see what happens with that. We got a bunch of these guys on our hard sells. We're still in the lead for everybody. I doubt we get everybody, but holy, if we do, we got a really good start to this, an unbelievable start. We're going to hope some of these guys start to commit because we need to start working on some others as well. Here we go. A big matchup with Tennessee. How can we fare? An early touchdown for us. Tennessee gets a field goal. Safety. Geez, 7-5. Touchdown. Another touchdown. Tennessee's going to score here and a half. We are up. Another field goal for us. Another field goal. We get the ball. Another field goal. We're in the lead, another touchdown, and we're going to take down Tennessee, and we are 3-1. We finally might be doing it. Well, Lasco playing his ass off right now, 28 for 41, 308, 3 touchdowns and an interception. Mahoney, I still have absolutely no rushing attack. This is actually crazy. Looks like Mahoney might be hurt too, so Sabry and Rab are going to have to start taking over, which is not good because they aren't amazing either. Rab's not terrible. But rushing is definitely going to be the big issue here. Receiving is not the issue, as we've got so many guys. Isaiah Johnson has been our better receiver this year. 99. Ventura has been insane. Two touchdowns, 69. Marsh is still, everybody's contributing. This is insane. We're still doing pretty good. Obviously, we lost that 1 4-star, but we're in the lead and probably going to get a few commits, potentially even this week with some guys, which is going to be really, really nice. Yeah, I mean, I can't do much else right now. We're just stuck on these high guys, which might suffer some of the lower end of the class, but we do just need top-end talent right now. That is what we need. Mahoney has a torn labrum, so hopefully Simons is back. Glasgow currently has the second most passing yards in the entire Big Ten. Our first commit of the year is 4-star tight end Sam Oben. We also got 3-star Corey Canaday. Oh, we just barely missed out on another left end, dude. Oh my God. It looks like we're about to get Jimmy Agnew, the 5-star running back, and we're still just barely leading on Corbin Sorensen, another 5-star. We're still leading on the other 5-star as well. This one sucked. We were so close. I thought we were way ahead on Tito Street, so I'm kind of pissed. We're about to get Tyrone Molinaro too, so our running backs are about to get a massive upgrade. Our offense is up to an 89, by the way. At home again against Rutgers. What can we do? Early touchdown and a field goal for Rutgers here. Field goal for us. We get the ball back. Rutgers ties it. All right, let's be careful here. 17-13 at half. We get a field goal. Close game here. There's a touchdown. And the third quarter, we're going to keep the ball. Rutgers makes it close. And they tie it up. We go down, and it looks like we get a last-second field goal to hold on for the win. And we are 4-1. We are probably going to be ranked this week. Lasco, what a game. 32 for 44, 362, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. Simon's back. Didn't do much of anything. Ronald Opera looking for his spot next year. Nick Marsh hasn't even been doing much. This is crazy. We're getting just work from everybody. This is just amazing. The 4th best player in the class. 5-star running back Jimmy Agnew is ours. This is so massive for the program. Halfback Tyrone Molinaro as well. We got 4-star Larry Burns, cornerback, 3 big commits. Looks like we're going to lose out on Najee Dumerville here, unfortunately. Such a tight race, but nothing that I can do at this point. I haven't maxed out, and I need the hours for other stuff. We are headed to Purdue. We're not ranked yet, but we're going to be after this game, or at least that's the goal. Under the lights, Purdue gets an early field goal and another one. We're going to go down and get one as well and score pretty quickly after. Tight game so far. Purdue scores a touchdown, and we get a field goal. Tie game at half. Purdue scores early here. Come on, guys. Oh, no. Purdue scores. We get a score, it looks like. Get the ball back. Tie the game, and get a last-second field goal. Let's go! 17-yard field goal with 37 seconds left, and we got an interception. This team is playing some damn football. Lasco, 33 for 42, 391, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, so a few interceptions today, but that's okay. Rushing, we got somewhat of an attack from Jamerson Simons today. Receiving, Nick Marsh, a 95 overall, finally shows up. A big game, 9 receptions for 123, a touchdown from Simons, and Isaiah Johnson. So big games from a lot of other people as well. This team is playing some football. There is 5-star middle linebacker Corbin Sorensen. Let's go. It looks like we're going to lose out on the other one. Unfortunately, it looks like we're going to lose out on the other 5-star, but that's okay. We just got 2, and we can pump that into some other people. I have no idea why we're not ranked yet. Maybe it's strength of schedule thing, but we better be getting there soon. We're 6th in the Big Ten. Don't exactly know how that works. It's obviously not ranked by win-loss. Penn State Stripe, the stadium. Penn State is ranked number 3. We've been wanting to be ranked for the last couple weeks. Can we beat Penn State to get into that rank? Let's go, baby. Let's win ourselves a game. Defensive games. Early touchdown for us. There's another touchdown. Another touchdown! Another touchdown! What is this team doing? This team is going insane. 28, 35 points, 42 points. We are absolutely destroying number 3 Penn State. Holy shit! Let's go! We come into Penn State, win the land-grant trophy, and just demolish them 42-9. Are you serious? I am lost for words. Dennis Lasco, 21 for 25, 347, 4 touchdowns. We have an absolutely abysmal performance from Jamerson Simons. Just about a yard per carry. 2 touchdowns, we'll take that, but Jesus, this dude sucks. Receiving, Isaiah Johnson, 127. This dude is insane. 2 touchdowns, a touchdown from Marsh, and Opara, 77 from Marsh, 89 for Opara. This is absolutely insane. After beating number 3 Penn State, we are somehow not ranked still. I don't know what's going on. These rankings have got to be whack. Taking a look at the schedule for the rest of the year, we have to play 18 Ohio State and 23 Michigan. The rest of the schedule doesn't seem too difficult. I'm hoping to win at least one of those 2 games between Ohio State and Michigan. Obviously, you want to win everything else. I'd be happy to go 3-2 for the rest of the year. But, I mean, at this point, we've got to be in contention for the playoffs, especially if we can win those 2 games. We lost out on Josh Lacouture here, unfortunately. We are in some tight races for a few of these guys. Hopefully we can maybe get Boozer this week. We'll have to see what happens with Clemson. I didn't do a visit for him. That might have been smart, but we have a visit for Matt Wade here. And then we've got a ton of hours into a bunch of these other 4-star. We're like only going after 4-stars right now, and we're in the lead for a lot of them. It's going to be some tight races. We're going to have to get some 3-stars last minute, but I'm really liking what's happening right now. Into Ohio State we go for the quest to be ranked. Ohio State is ranked 18. This is a huge game if we're able to win this one, but it's also a tough one. Here we go. What will happen in this game? We score first and score again. Are we going to do this again? We are not allowing them to score. They finally do. It's 21-7. They're going to get a field goal at halftime. We get one too. We are in the lead, but Ohio State charges back. This is a close game. We score. Ohio State scores. They're going to get the ball back, get a field goal. And Ohio State just barely going to beat us by a field goal. No. Lasco, not an amazing performance. 24 for 36, 322, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. We still have absolutely no rushing attack, so that's our main issue this year, as figured out. But 2 touchdowns for Simons. Isaiah Johnson, this dude is actually insane. 7 for 122 and a touchdown. Ventura, 7 for 88 and a touchdown. Marsh didn't do much today, just 2 large passes. There he is, Rashad Boozer, the right guard. That's a big commit. And the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week is going to be Ralph Campbell. 6 tackles and 4 TFLs. Unfortunately, it was all for naught with the loss. Northwestern, this is an important game. It looks like an early touchdown for us. Let's see what we can do. There's another touchdown and another one. Just got to take care of business here. There we go, and that is what we are doing. Looking really, really good. Way too good right now. Got to be happy with that game. 3 touchdowns for Dennis Lasco, 384 yards. Simons, I think that's his best game of the year. 77 yards and a touchdown. Mahoney got some yards as well. Receiving, Nick Marsh, 3 touchdowns, 188 yards on 8 receptions. And Isaiah Johnson also still had 100 yards. Unbelievable, dude. If you look at that in the top left, we are ranked for the first time in a long time. The first time of the series, we're finally ranked. We're ranked 25. We're up to an A- for a championship contender. Yeah, that is definitely the Offensive Player of the Week. That's Nick Marsh. Now, if you would have had a better rest of the season so far, I would have said that's a Heisman performance. We're going to have to look at that, though. Yeah, not in there for Heisman, unfortunately. We've got a competitive conference here. Oregon, Wisconsin, Ohio State, and Iowa all in there. Right with us. Unfortunately, we just barely lost out to the cornerback Matt Wade. I wanted that one pretty badly. We're going to start needing to get some commits here. We're wasting a lot of time. We're not going to end up with as much as we want. That'd be my guess. We are in the lead for James Verner, Mike Bernstein, Tavares Davis, Cortez McNitt, Keegan Anene, Zaire Morrison in the lead for Randy Bober. In a race for Eric Gilreath, leading for Darren Harnish, a little bit behind on Igbohini. I've got some more hours and offers in, but at this point, we are done with 4-star talent. I will be moving on for the rest of the season towards recruiting the rest of the 3-stars that we're looking for. I'm hoping to get as many of these 4-stars as we can, obviously, because we have a very small class right now. At home, for probably one of the biggest games of the year. We need to win this one to stay in contention. This is probably our hardest game for the rest of the year. We're ranked 25 right now at home against the Michigan Wolverines, the rivalry game. This is important. Michigan has not had a great year this year, but they're going to score first against us, and we're going to score next. And the first quarter is tied. What's going to happen next? Back and forth. We get a field goal. Michigan gets a field goal. Halftime is 10-10. We score. Michigan scores. It's tied heading into the fourth quarter. Michigan field goal. They have the ball. They get a field goal. We score. And it looks like we've won this game by a point. Let's go. Paul Bunyan is ours. Michigan outplayed us in just about every category. But yeah, I don't care. Last go, 17 for 27, 3 touchdowns, no interception, 204. We definitely did not have a ton of offense. Simons had absolutely nothing once again. Receiving, let's see what happened. Very spread out. Opara, Ventura, Johnson, Marsh didn't do much. So yeah, we didn't have much for offense. I have no idea how we won this game. Guys, we are now ranked 17 with 2 games left against 2 losing record opponents. Obviously, to stay in it, we're going to have to win both of these. But we're right on the bubble right now. We need to win both of these and pray some other teams lose to try to get into the college football playoffs for the first time. Not an easy game by any means, but a must-win for us. Indiana got an early touchdown here and a field goal. And it looks like we were able to stop them and score. They score, and we are losing at halftime. Let's step it up, fellas. And there is a touchdown. It is way too close right now. There's a field goal. We're going to go down and get another field goal. Indiana scores. We come down. And it looks like we won this one yet again. That was close. Back and forth. A huge win to stay in playoff contention. Last go, 28 for 42. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 385. There we go, Jamerson Simons. 12 for 112. There we go, buddy. Jesus, Isaiah Johnson, 140, 1 touchdown. Opara had 80. Marsh only had 50. Ventura had 65. Holy. We are now at 14. We're going to need to win this game and hope 2 teams fall below us to make the playoffs for the very first time. There's some teams that are 7-4. Nebraska's 6-5. I don't know how some of these guys are in here. We don't have an hard opponent, so I'm worried about strength of schedule stuff. At 10-2, we might miss the playoffs with some other teams in here that didn't even get close, which kind of sucks. But we got to win the game first, so let's go do that. Here we go. This is the biggest game of the year up to this point. There is a touchdown for us in the first quarter. There is another one. Just got to stand on business, fellas. A field goal for Washington. 14-3, low-scoring game here. 21-3, 21-6. We're looking good unless something crazy happens. 27-13. They're going to score and come down and tie it. We're going to overtime, and we won. Let's go! What just happened? Last go, player of the game, 312 yards, 3 touchdowns. My apologies. I probably should have tried to watch that. I wanted to stop and figure that out. They got a field goal, and then Opara went for 19, and Simons got the touchdown in overtime. Holy. I don't know how they rank us, but considering that we brought this team to overtime, it's not great. But it's an away win. Hopefully it's enough. It gets us to 10-2 on the season, hopefully into the playoffs. Simons had a pretty decent game, 77 yards and a touchdown, obviously the winner. Receiving, we spread it around. Isaiah Johnson, 77 and a touchdown. Marsh only 2 for 72 and a touchdown. Opara, 54. Thorne, 48. Ventura, 44. I'm a little bit worried about this recruiting class, I'm not going to lie. We just lost another player. I was a little bit worried about him. We're in the lead for a couple of these guys, but nothing is certain right now. Looks like we might lose out on Bober here. I took off a few guys that I thought was going to lose out on. We haven't gotten a commit in so long. We only have 7. I would imagine we get a couple of these, but definitely not all of them, which is definitely really scary at this point. So we're working on some other 3-stars. We're probably going to have a low class here, which is not good. But we did get some high overall recruits, at least in this one. It's kind of funny. Iowa is 8-4 and somehow in the Big Ten championship, but not ranked. This system is definitely a little bit messed up. This is so frustrating. I'm about to lose both of these races so tightly. I have to pull out because I'm going to lose them. I'm in the slight lead for this one, but I'm still worried about it. Slight lead for this one, still worried about it. Leading on a couple other 5 stars, but then we're into the 3 stars, and I still don't have a ton going on right now. We got to look at the stats here. Lasco had an amazing year, 4,000 yards, 35 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions. Rushing, Simons was pretty bad. I don't know what we're going to get out of him next year. We'll have to see. Receiving, Isaiah Johnson had 8 touchdowns, 1,000 yards, yet again, I believe. Marsh, 952. 10 touchdowns for Opara, though. He's going to be massive for us next year. We're going to keep the OC and DC since we just had a good year. I'm not going to change it. And we are getting ourselves a 5-year contract, baby. Let's go. Oh, my God, man. Ohio State. Damn. The Heisman for the year is a quarterback, Gio Lopez. Had about the same yards as our quarterback, but 43 touchdowns, 8 interceptions is definitely better. College football playoff against Nebraska, and I'm pretty sure Nebraska didn't have a good record. Holy shit. Well, we lost 2 more of our 4 stars we thought we were going to get. This class is going to suck. We are just barely in the lead for Darren Harnish, but probably not going to get him. Just barely in the lead for Steve Hall. And that's it for 4 stars, so didn't end up anywhere near where we thought was going to be. And 3 stars, we're going to lose out on this guy, just barely winning. Have a lead for this guy, and going to lose this guy as well. Our class is going to stink. Let's take a look at the official bracket here. We're playing Nebraska, and the winner of that is going to be playing Georgia, so that's not good. On the bottom, number 3 Oregon is playing number 14 Bowling Green, and they'll move on to play Pittsburgh. Bottom right, number 4 Baylor's playing number 4 Arizona. The winner of that is going to go on to play Kansas State. And finally, in the top right, Bama and Minnesota. Very interesting there. Winner of that goes on to play Ohio State. We've got ourselves a challenge. We're going to go quarter by quarter here to see what happens. Early safety for us. What the hell? It is 3-2 after the first quarter here. It is 5-9. Nebraska takes the lead. 16-12 at halftime, Nebraska. This is a weird score. Let's go to the third quarter. Come on, fellas. What can we do? Nobody's doing much of anything. It's 19-12. Nebraska is going to be leading heading into the fourth quarter. Michigan State ball, 21-yard rush for Jamerson Simons, but he is hurt on the play. That's not good. Incomplete pass for Dennis Lasco. 2-yard rush for Lasco, 3rd and 8. 13 yards for Isaiah Johnson. That is huge. 3 minutes remaining. Mahoney is in for Simons. A sack brings us back. 3rd and 12. Big play. 6-yard reception for Leo Sabry. And we punt. All right, so Nebraska now gets a chance with 3 minutes remaining. Nebraska looks like they might be driving down the field a little bit here, hitting the 2-minute warning, and they get a big first down. I believe we have all 3 timeouts. They're continuing to go down the field. This is not looking good for the fellas. 3rd and 4. This is a big play here. 4th down. We're going to go for the field goal, I would imagine. 3-yard rush, and they got the first down, and that is going to do it for our run. We get beat by Nebraska. Raiola kneels the ball, and that's going to do it for the season. Oh, wait, why do we have the ball? They were kneeing the ball. Why do we have the ball? Here we go. 20 seconds left. Into the 1st and goal. Isaiah Johnson. 13 seconds remain. 7-yard touchdown for Ronald Opara. I don't know how we got the ball back, but we did. A kneel, and we're headed to overtime in the first round of the college football playoff. Nebraska is going to get a field goal, so we need to either get a field goal or a touchdown would win the game. 2-yard rush for Lasco after Mahoney lost some yards. 1st and goal, a big penalty against the defense. A chance to win it. 3-yard rush for Mahoney. And a 10-yard loss. A penalty against Ray Brewer.
Of course, in the playoffs,
and we won! 25-22. I don't know what happened. We obviously got a touchdown. And we win in a miracle finish to move on to the next round of the college football playoff. 3rd and goal. Dennis Lasco passes to Nick Marsh for a 17-yard touchdown. Holy shit. Now, I need to see in 4th quarter what happened. How did they give the ball back? I thought they were kneeling. They kneeled and then kicked the field goal. He missed a 50-yard field goal. which allowed us to go down the field and Opara score with 14 seconds left to bring us to overtime to win the game. Holy shit. Lasko, 24 for 35, 322, 3 touchdowns and an interception. That's what his stats looked like most of the games this year. Simons, only 42 yards. Lasko had 24 rushes. Receiving, pretty well-rounded. Marsh had 83 and a touchdown. Ventura had 81. Johnson 70 and Opara 65 with 2 touchdowns. Big day for the sophomore from Walled Lake, Michigan. Playoff game winner. You have won a college football playoff game. Now, this is going to be a tough one. We're going to be heading to Georgia here in a little bit, so that's going to be a fun one. Michigan State, number 7 against number 1 Georgia. I'm not looking forward to this game. The Sugar Bowl, Georgia and Michigan State, for a chance to go into the top 4 teams left in the college football playoff. First quarter, we're going to go down the field and score a touchdown early. Georgia responds with a field goal. It is 7-3 after the first quarter. Another touchdown for us, but Georgia responds. And at the end of the quarter, Georgia is going to get a couple more points. So Georgia is now up 20-14. Here we go. Big chance here. 17-27. And that was a super quick quarter. Georgia is up by 10 heading into the fourth quarter here. Not looking great. We're going to slow down the speed. Georgia starts with the ball. We get the ball back after a punt. 15-yard penalty gives us good field position. Ventura with a reception and a sack there by Georgia. 3rd and 11, incomplete pass. We'll be punting this away most likely. We went for it and did not get it, so that's probably going to be the game there. 18-yard touchdown there by Georgia is just about going to do it for the game. We're going to respond with a touchdown and another one. We have the... Oh my God!
Well, a really entertaining game.
We won! What just happened? I thought the game was over. And I sped it up. And we beat Georgia. We're heading to the top 4. What is going on? What just happened? How did we win that game? Here was the 18-yard touchdown. Then we went down the field. Nick Marsh got a 20-yard touchdown. We forced them to punt. And Isaiah Johnson with a 24-yard touchdown. Then they kneeled 3 times and then punted. And we went down the field, and Isaiah Johnson with a 14-yard touchdown. And then an interception seals the deal. What in the world? Dennis Lasko, 34 for 46, 423, 4 touchdowns, and no interceptions. An unbelievable game. Rushing, Jamerson Simons, his usual 12 for 32 and a touchdown. This dude stinks. But it doesn't matter because our receivers don't. Isaiah Johnson, 2 big touchdowns. 119 yards on 8 receptions. Ventura had a huge game. Nick Marsh had 2 touchdowns on 102. Opara came up big with 56 yards. This team is something else. Dennis Lasko gets the Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week, as he should. 423 and 4 touchdowns. What a game. We are now going to be playing Pitt, the Pittsburgh Panthers, in the semifinal at the Cotton Bowl this week against Pittsburgh. Here we go. The Cotton Bowl trophy. The Michigan State Spartans have made it to the semifinal against Pitt. I don't know how this happened. I don't know if they know how this happened, but all you need to know is we're going to win this game. There's Sparty. He's excited. We're all excited. We didn't think we'd be here, but we're here, so it's time to win a game. We're doing each quarter. Once again, we start with the ball and score early. Pitt responds, and we respond, so it's 14-7 after the first quarter. Pitt responds with a touchdown, and we come down and don't score. It's back and forth, and it's 14-14 at halftime. We got a close game on our hands. We have the ball here, it looks like, and there is a big touchdown for us. We get the ball back and score again. It's 28-14 after the third quarter. Heading into the fourth, we're ahead by 2 touchdowns. 15-yard penalty, probably, who knows what happens. Oh, they are just getting down the field for free with penalties. An incomplete pass there, 2nd and goal. A 6-yard rush for a touchdown, and Pitt is within a touchdown. That was not good. 2 big penalties. That's not what you like to see. A touchback. We're only up by a touchdown. 25-yard rush there for Jamerson Simons. That's big time. A 7-yard reception for Nick Marsh. 2-yard rush for Dennis Lasko. 3-yard rush for Landry Mahoney. 11-yard reception. We are marching down the field with not much time left here. Mahoney loses time. I wonder if Simons is hurt, and Pitt is now down by 10 points with 3 minutes remaining. What can they do? They get a first down here. Come on, defense. You got to hold them. A 4-yard rush there by the quarterback. 3rd and 6. Knocked away there by Denson Jr. 4th and 6. 3-yard rush, and we get the ball back. As long as we don't do something stupid, we should hold on to win the Cotton Bowl game. Just running the clock out as much as we can. 4th and 4. And Pitt is going to get the ball back here. So let's see if we can't ruin this game somehow. A fumble recovered by the own player. He got lucky there. Holstein, 3rd and 15, a big play. Passes dropped. 4th and 15, and it's caught by Lamar Seymour down the field. And a touchdown for Lamar Seymour. This game is going to be close. Michigan State with the ball here. We were watching the game, a minute 28, only up by a field goal. Probably just running this down. They have all 3 timeouts. There's a tackle there and a timeout for Pitt. 2nd and 10. Here we go. I think it just switched sides for no reason. That's kind of weird. Or maybe this is a different camera angle. I'm not sure. The handoff here up the middle. And Simons is tackled. There's an injury for Pitt here. It's 3rd down. This is a big-time play. If we can get the first down here, it'll seal the deal. But I'm worried if they don't, we're going to probably have to punt this away, and they're going to have a chance to march down the field. 3rd and 4, the biggest play. Drop back, the pass, and the first down. What a gutsy play call. The timeout is called, but it won't matter. Now, we've seen some stupid stuff in the past, but I don't think this is the past. I think this should just do it. Kneeling the ball should just run out the clock. There is a knee, and it's going to run all the way down, and we are headed to the national championship. We have won the Cotton Bowl. What is going on? Dennis Lasko, 21 for 29, 3 touchdowns, 310 yards. This dude is playing lights out right now. Jamerson Simons actually showed up today, 13 for 101 and a touchdown. Receiving-wise, who showed up? Multiple players. Isaiah Johnson, 126 yards and a touchdown. Opara, 102 and 2 touchdowns. Nick Marsh didn't do anything today, so we haven't even been using Marsh, and we're still killing it. And we're headed to the national championship for a chance to end this series in Season 4. Steven Everett with the Defensive Player of the Week, only with 1 forced fumble, so not sure how he got that. Didn't have a sack or a tackle for loss. The Offensive Player of the Week goes to Ronald Opara there. 5 receptions for 102 and 2 touchdowns. This guy's going to be huge for us in the next 2 years he's at Michigan State. As you can see here, we are playing Kansas State in the national championship. This is insane. I can't believe we're saying this and we're seeing this, but the national championship is upon us. We have a chance to win right here and end this series right here. Michigan State Spartans and the Kansas State Wildcats are facing off in a crazy national championship. This is just going to be absolutely insane. I don't know exactly my plan for simming and stuff. I don't want to watch the whole thing. We're going to sim the first quarter. An early touchdown for Michigan State. Kansas State responds. End of first quarter is going to be 7-7. Second quarter, Kansas State with the ball. We have the ball now and a touchdown. Kansas State comes down with a touchdown of their own and another one. We come down, get a field goal, and it's 21-17 at half. Here we go. A response is going to be necessary, and we get one, and it is tied 24-24 heading in to the final quarter of the season. Kansas State's got the ball on the 50, 2nd and 3. There's a rush and a first down. Nice big hit. First down, going for the pass. It's incomplete. Good rush there. 2nd down, the fake handoff, and the sack! Ladarius Carden, huge. 3rd and 17, big-time play here to potentially get the ball back. He's back to pass. Pressure, and it's incomplete. They're going to be punting to Michigan State, and we're going to have a chance to take the lead. Oh, what a punt. Holy shit. The first play action pass. Lasko goes wide open. Wide open, he breaks the tackle. Let's go, what a big play. What a throw by Lasko. Ooh, play action, great play action. Lasko rolling out, he's gonna run and slide. 2nd and 6 here, 3:42 remaining. The motion across. Play action, he's got time. Throws. And it's caught for the first down. There's the ball to Jamerson Simons, and yep, he's going to get stuffed as usual. Lasko back to pass. Throws to a wide open, but tackled backwards. Not what we're looking for. 3rd and 8. Big play here. We're probably not in field goal range, but you might go for it if you get something decent here. Lasco, alone, looking back, throws, and no, it's intercepted! No! That's not good. That is the last thing you want to happen. It's not hauled in by our tight end. 2:48 remains in the national championship. Kansas State has the ball. It's in their hands, and it's given to the running back. He breaks a tackle. That was nasty. Joe Jackson, 2nd and 2. Good starting run here. Both teams have all of their timeouts. They're going to hand it off again. Why not? But that's why not, because it's going to get stuffed. 3rd and 1. Big play incoming. So they go back to Joe Jackson here, where they put the ball in the air. There they go. The quick pass. Incomplete! What a play! And they're going to punt the ball back to Michigan State. A pretty good punt there. Lots of field to go for Michigan State on the 14 with 2:16 left. A defensive 4th quarter. Lasco, the play action pass, and he's going to get sacked. 2-minute warning is here. 2nd and 17. Michigan State's got a long ways to go. You want to get some yards here. Lasco caught. It's not as much as you want, but it makes it a manageable 3rd down situation. This is big because they're going to get good field position if we don't get a 1st down here. Lasco in the pocket, and he's going to get taken down. Not good. Kansas State takes a timeout, and they're going to get the ball back with a chance. Not a terrible punt. They're going to fair catch it at about the 47-yard line, the opposite 47. And Kansas State's got a real opportunity here. The pass, and it's stopped very quickly. Good tackle, quick tackle. They're in no huddle. 1:30. The time is winding down. Big defensive plays are needed here for Michigan State. In the air, and it's broken up. Big hit. 3rd and 9. Critical down. 1:25 remaining. Drops back. Looks. Intercepted! What a play! Camden Poole, the cornerback. Across the middle. The diving interception to take it away. 1:21 left in decent field position. All you need is a field goal. All 3 timeouts. Kansas State's got 2. Lasco's going to put it in the air. It's caught. They'll take a few yards here. I would imagine they're going to the pass here again. Lasco up the middle, and it's not intercepted, luckily, but it's incomplete. 3rd and 3, a minute remaining. You got to get the 1st down here, or we could be heading to overtime. Lasco looking for a check down, and that's a 1st down. Big play. Lasco dropping back, throws. Ooh, and it's incomplete. That one was close. Dropping back. He throws, he takes his time. That's another 1st down. 51 seconds remain. Kansas State takes a timeout. They're going to need them. Lasco, they're going to hand the ball off to Jamerson Simons, who's going to break a tackle. Keep going. Jamerson sidelines to the end zone. Touchdown, Jamerson Simons. And Michigan State takes the lead with 50 seconds remaining. This dude gets stuffed on every single run. His yards per carry is always awful. But he just came up huge in the national championship. Jamerson Simons takes the ball, breaks the tackle, protecting the ball into the end zone. Are you kidding me? The extra point is good, and with 45 seconds remaining, Kansas State needs a touchdown to bring this one to overtime. The kick is returned, and a big stop by Michigan State on the 16-yard line. 1 timeout, and they need a touchdown. He's rolling out, and it's an incomplete pass. Good hit. 37 seconds remain. A long ways to go. They need 84 yards. They're going to try to get a chunk of it here, but no, they check it down, but it is wide open. He doesn't break the tackle. They're going to use their last timeout here. They've got a lot of time, but no timeouts. They're going to have to throw to the sidelines here. Dropping back, throws up the middle, and it's caught. 24 seconds remain, but they're going to have to hurry here. The 1st down stops the clock for momentarily until they get to the line. Here they go. Clock running. 20 seconds left. No timeouts. And he spikes the ball. 20 seconds. 37 yards they need to get into the end zone here to tie this game. They're going to look for it. He drops back. He throws towards the end zone. Intercepted! Actually have to be really careful here with the knee down. I don't know exactly what they're going to do, but Justin Denson Jr., the top cornerback on this roster, goes up and makes the play. Now, they're not going to need the ball smartly here because that would probably just be a safety. They're just going to run this one. Try not to get safetied. Jamerson Simons is going to take it. 3 seconds remain. 2 seconds. 1 second. And we are national champions. In the 4th year of the rebuild, from 3-9 to 3-9 to 3-9 and 14-2 national champions. You've got to be kidding me. I can't ask for anything more. The boys have done it. They are national champions, and the series is going to be over. Woo! Look at that. There's Jonathan Smith. That's what he's going to be doing in real life, and probably never. But this is why we do the rebuild, because this is pretty cool. Player of the game here is Ronald Opara. That was Opara. 8 catches, 198 yards, and 2 touchdowns to win the national championship. For the championship game, Dennis Lasco, 20 completions, 27 attempts, 328 yards. He threw 2 picks, but 3 touchdowns. Rushing, Jamerson Simons actually had a pretty decent game, 12 for 92, and that huge national championship winning touchdown. And receiving today was just all Ronald Opara, 8 for 198 and 2 touchdowns. And Isaiah Johnson in his last game at Michigan State, 4 for 89. Nick Marsh in his last game at Michigan State once again didn't catch a pass, so that was cool. He did catch a pass for 0 yards. Absolutely nothing for him, but that is okay. I think we're just fine with the result. We are national champions, dude. Oh my goodness. Yeah, didn't think that was going to happen at any point. Michigan State Spartans, number 1 overall now, 14-2, 4-star program now. Just what a season. Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week, the pick that sealed the win, Justin Denson Jr., absolutely massive. Look, and Ronald Opara, Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week. Yep, that's just a national championship winning performance. Absolutely love to see that, and that is the National Offensive Player of the Week for Ronald Opara. I might continue this one on my own just because it's really cool, but I also didn't get a chance to really get really good recruiting classes. I'm not going to continue it on the channel. The goal was to win a national championship, and that's what we did in this video and in this series. So we're going to end it there. I might do this on my own, but I just cannot believe that happened. There's no reason we should have made that happen. We got super lucky throughout the year. We beat Georgia. We had close games throughout all of the playoff. Only beating Nebraska in overtime, coming back on Georgia somehow, some way, beating Pittsburgh by only a field goal, and then one last touchdown in the 4th quarter to beat Kansas State for the championship. For those that have watched the whole series, thank you so much. Like I said, let me know if you want me to do more of these, but thanks so much for watching this video, and go green.